I always thought, looking from afar, one of the advantages Harlequins have never made any use of was its location. And I don't mean being right next door to Twickenham. I mean being on top of this very, very strong rugby playing area. And if I had to put it in a sentence, I'd say, well, our job is to turn a rugby playing area into a rugby watching area. It's very, very simple. And one of the ways you do that is to get local players playing for the club.
You know, when I was here, you know, we had Mike Brown, we had Mark Lambert, you know, Tom Williams, you know, I think, you know, a young Chris Robshaw. And those boys have stayed in the club, you know, and they're real club men, you know, and they epitomise what Quins is all about. And that's, for me, that's the foundations you need to be a successful club.
It was a tough experience, very much more old school back then. When we turned up, we weren't allowed in the first team changing room. We had to sort of change in a different changing room, but then we got chucked out of there and into a little corridor with a freezer, which the guys used to get their ice out of. So we'd come back in off training and our stuff had been chucked on the floor, so they could get in the ice bucket. So it was a very big eye opener to what was needed to make the step up into first team rugby. But yeah, it was tough, but I wouldn't change it for the world.
Of course the fans love Nick Evans and they loved Andrew Mertens, and of course they do. But they almost love the Mark Lamberts and the Hugo Moniers and the Chris Robshaws and the Tom Williamses and the Mike Browns, the one club guys who they remember seeing in the A-team on a Monday night when they were 18, making their debut, coming off the bench, you know, maybe getting dropped. It's incredibly powerful stuff. You can't have a whole team of that, but you can pay more than lip service to it as well.
Ironically, a lot of the guys that have gone on to achieve brilliant things for the club, the fact that we got relegated actually probably helped them out, because guys like Chris Robshaw and Mike Brown, who'd been tearing up trees in A-League rugby as 18-year-olds, got thrown into the Championship and played 15, 20, 25 games that year and established themselves as first teamers, and by the time we came back up to the Premiership, they were ready to really make a mark at the top level, and obviously they've gone on to achieve great things.
It really is exciting that the homegrown talent, and I think for the Harlequins family, that's also good. So it's quite nice to get the guys in from all over the world, but the fans and the support base want to see their local lads, and they want to see them do well and succeed, and that's what's happened. Which I think is hugely exciting for the club.